Joining me now, Nayyera Haq, former White House senior director and State Department spokesperson, and Ned Price, former CIA analyst, special assistant to President Obama, spokesperson, senior director of the National Security Council. Ned, let me start with you on this question of vetting. My understanding is that there are a bunch of vets that folks would go through to go into the White House. There's an FBI background check that is part of the clearance process. There's also just vetting that the staff does. Is it surprising to you that apparently General Flynn walked in the door with, as far as we can tell, zero?
Well, it's absolutely surprising, Chris, and frankly, I don't believe it. Look, I think you have to stop looking at these revelations about Michael Flynn in isolation. When you take a step back and you look at the totality of what we've learned about this individual in recent weeks, a very dark portrait emerges. We've had these potential violations of the Logan Act, a 18th century statute that makes it a crime to subvert U.S. policy. We've had his failure to register as a foreign agent, his lying to the vice president, and potentially even to FBI investigators. And then this strange kidnapping plot when he was working as a foreign agent on behalf of the Turkish government to abduct a U.S.-based Turkish cleric in the Poconos. So, look, when you add all of this up, is it possible that Michael Flynn just forgot or omitted this payment and this disclosure in his vetting and security clearance forms? Sure, it's possible. But is it likely? Absolutely not.
But there's also, Nayyera, it also strikes me, there's an affirmative. I mean, I remember at the beginning of the Obama administration watching the sort of, the wheels of the background check process sort of come alive. And it was remarkable how much work went into it, how it slowed the process, but how important everyone involved in that process took it as central to making sure the people that are going to be in the White House every day have been vetted, that their resumes have been checked, they are who they say they are, they've done what they say they've done. And I just have to wonder if that basic thing has happened here.
It doesn't seem to be, and actually it points to what we've all suspected, that this is an administration that was simply not prepared to run government. You don't have people in key positions at the Pentagon, at the State Department, and clearly vetting wasn't done for senior people who are in the White House. The process alone is pretty straightforward. Your security clearance does not go with you when you leave government.